Welcome back, my pretty roses. Today I'm going to show you how I made this mannequin all by myself, and if you are interested, go ahead and keep on watching my channel. For this project, you're going to need a body tight dress. You're going to need 2 fabrics of your choice. I got these 2 from Walmart, a wooden rod from the craft section, duct tape, and scissors. So we're just going to wrap the front part of ourselves from our neck down to our hips. And before I did this, I did do my research, especially since this is my first time making a dress form all by myself. And every single video that I watched was literally 2 people doing it and 2 people saying, we recommend that you do it with somebody else. But not everybody has a significant other or a brother or sister and friend that's like readily available for projects like this, especially if they're like late night projects because you're being impatient and don't want to buy one from online or buy one from the store because they're too expensive or they're just made for home decor. So I'm here to show you an example that you can do it by yourself and that it's not as complicated as it seems to be. And I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell and be part of the Pretty Rose squad.
Let's go to see the stars and the moon. I'd fly far into space as long as I am with you. The light in my bright eyes when you're near. The fluttering, I feel in my chest when you are here. I can't explain this kind of love. It pulls me to you, I want it, I can't get enough. So share this precious life with me. Just take my hand and let's enjoy the things that we'll see.
Once we're done with all our taping, we're going to go ahead and cut this thing off. We're going to make it as straight as possible and be very, very careful on this part because you don't want to snip yourself. Don't be afraid to ask someone in your household that's there at the moment to help you if you do need it. Or you can ask your dog. That's why I got Sydney back there because you never know. And yeah, take your time, cut as straight as you can to get the best results. Once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and put tape in the inner part of it on one side only. And I'll show you an example of that. So once you got the tape inside, we're going to evenly put the other half of it on top. And just, you know, it doesn't have to be that perfect, but you basically can follow the line all the way up the bodice and make it as straight as you possibly can. After that, we're going to stuff it with any extra fabric. You can get stuffing from Joann's or any kind of fabric store, or you can use blankets and cut them in pieces, and any old blanket. So now we're going to put the first layer of fabric on. The first layer does not have to be perfect. You can just pin it in place if you want to and sew some of it. I sewed down the sides and I sewed around the arms and the neck. And this is what it looks like. Adding fabric just makes it easier for pinning and unpinning because I heard if you don't use fabric, you can use your bodice without fabric and just have the duct tape, but it makes your pins sticky. So I decided to use fabric. It just gave it a cleaner and more professional look, and it also looked really pretty. And you can pick any kind of fabric and pattern that you like, and that's your style if you want. And it just adds a little bit of, I don't know, aestheticness to it, and it just looks really pretty. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how I basically draped this fabric on the second layer on and sewed it. So you can see, as you can see, I did the front part first, and I'm going to show you how I did the back. Here's a close-up of how you can pin it and unpin it very easily from this fabric, so that whenever you're doing your projects and draping on your muslin or whatever, ooh, look at me, fancy. Draping, muslin, I'm just playing. I'm just a self-taught, homeschooled fashion designer, and I'm the teacher. So this is what it looks like. I basically sewed all the way around this. I draped one side of it. This hashtag not sponsored, hashtag free advertisement for Kai Sissors. They are known to be the best fabric scissors out there so far. They give a nice clean cut and they're very sharp. So they're very useful for cutting your fabrics. So I definitely would highly recommend. They have all kinds of scissors you can choose from. You can also buy them in sets. So check them out at kaiscissors.com. You're welcome, Kai Scissors. So as I'm cutting, you want to make sure you leave at least an inch or so because we're going to be hemming them by hand to give it a nice cleaner edge. And as I'm cutting, I'm also looking underneath it to make sure that the edges are matching perfectly with the other side. How I folded and sewed. So I basically folded over all the way down and around, and I would sew it down by hand. That way it looks like a clean edge, and this is basically what it looks like at the end. Hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to like and